Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Whew. I am super sorry about this delay. Hold on. Hold on, let me go live.
They're not telling the whole truth.
Really quick.
Since the trip, I've been so focused on this charity event, but now that it's over, we need to discuss some things. Cheers to saving lives.
Good evening, everyone. 1 second, I am because I've literally been delayed. Letting everyone know on Instagram to come over to the YouTube channel so we can get into it, because I know some people are upset with me with the way that I announced the live, but I don't care. Good evening, everyone. I am literally just telling y'all to click the link to come to my YouTube channel because I'm not staying live here. I'm actually live on my YouTube page, the Public Opinion Court. So if you click the link in my bio, you click the link in my story, you're going to be able to get to the YouTube channel because I'm not going live on Instagram. I just came here so that y'all can know where to go, because I know y'all expected me to be on here, but I'm actually on my YouTube channel, the Public Opinion Court. So click the link in the bio. It's literally in the bio or in my stories, and you can come over to YouTube. Can we talk about false allegations? I'm willing to share my experience. Absolutely. If you come over to the YouTube channel, I think I can add you as a guest, or I can send you a link. So I'm still waiting on you guys to come on over to YouTube so we can get into some things. The YouTube link is in my bio, or in my stories where you can come. We are live right now. We have people on here now that are waiting for you all to migrate to the YouTube channel. So I'm going to give y'all a couple more seconds to come on over to the YouTube channel, because listen, we're going to get into it. We're going to get into the whole breakdown of day one of the murder trial where young Dolph was murdered. So click the link, the Public Opinion Court. We're live on YouTube. We're live on YouTube right now. I'm about to leave. I don't want to leave y'all over here by yourself, but y'all gonna have to click that link and come on to the YouTube channel. Y'all gonna have to click that link to come on over to the YouTube channel. Can you respond to your text messages, please? Thank you. Can you respond to your text messages? So I'm gonna give y'all a few more seconds. The countdown is real. Come on over to the YouTube channel so we can break it down. Come with your energy, come with your vibes, come with your questions, come with your opinions, but most importantly, come with your reality. So click the link. We're waiting on you. Come join the YouTube channel. I'm about to leave. Click the link in my bio. Come over to the YouTube channel. Okay, guys, y'all ready? If you are ready for me to break this down, you already know the rules. If you are familiar with me from my my Instagram channel, you know that we break it on down. We don't, we're not judgmental. We lead with facts. We don't lead with emotion. So I'm gonna need you all, if you can, if you're ready to break it on down, I need you to put in the chat that we are ready so we can get started. Ask your questions. Give me, just do what y'all do normally when we're on Instagram. We're just on YouTube now. So let me go ahead and give y'all a little background about myself. If you are new to this platform, the Public Opinion Court, I created this a couple of years ago because being a litigator and having social media lawyers that have come on and they're challenging, the law. And I was like, you know what? Let me create a platform for individuals and their opinions so that they can come on and share. And I just break it down so y'all can understand the actual reality, because everybody don't look at the reality. So I created the Public Opinion Court as a platform for you all, my viewers, to come on, and we break down cases, entertainment, anything that is legal in a sense. And we, dive right into it. I respect my people. Y'all gonna have to, transfer their respect on here. We're not gang banging on here. We're not going to the gutter on here. We're gonna keep it real on here, but we don't bash. But what I do need y'all to do in the meantime is go ahead and click that subscribe button, click that like button. And we about to get started. So today was the first day of the murder of young Dolph. And if you all know, young Dolph was murdered back on November 17th, 2021. And the way he was murdered was very vicious. I think he had over 70 some bullets in him. And today we, got to see everything come full circle. So what we're all, gravitating towards is the evidence that is coming out and the things that are coming out based off of the involvement of the beef between CMG and Paper Route. We know CMG is owned by Yo Gotti, and his brother JOOK was an executive second in command of CMG. CMG means Cocaine Music Group. We got Paper Route, which is owned by Young Dolph. It was Young Dolph's record label. And what we do know is that they had a beef that didn't even need to get to this point. We know the beef stems from streets mixed with women, mixed with words, mixed with music, all of that combined. So we know that is the focal point of the beef between Young Dolph and Yo Gotti of CMG. Now, what I'm going to say, this is nothing that I'm saying is firsthand knowledge. Everything that I'm reporting is from the trial today. All are the individual who's on trial, Justin Williams, is innocent until proven guilty. He is presumed to be innocent until the jury determines if the state has proven that case beyond a reasonable doubt. So we're going to use allegedly a lot in here because listen, we ain't getting sued. We ain't giving nobody no coins like Tasha K over here. Okay. We gonna keep it real allegedly at all times. So what I did was I took the liberty to break down some things that I'm going to talk about first, because we're going to get into the video of Mr. Smith, who is the shooter who had the Draco. Cocaine Music Group. Yeah, it's Cocaine Music Group. It ain't never, who said it was a collective, baby? It's been Cocaine. When did you hear collective? Did they just change it? Because I'm gonna need them to dissolve Cocaine Music Group and start a whole new record label, because for the following reason. So I'm about to bring this document up. So I took the liberty to do a breakdown for you all so y'all can follow, because this case is a lot. When did they change it, Ms. Bonds? When did they change it? Because it must have been after JOOK got killed. Okay, so let me see if I can make this a full. No, I don't like this layout. So I'm taking the liberty to break this down for you all and tell me if y'all can see it or not. Let's see. Okay. You know, I like Google when Google is needed. So the reason why I wanted to break this down for y'all, because I know how complicated these things can get. So for me, I'm like, let me make sure my people can follow everything that I'm saying so that y'all won't be confused about what's going on. Okay. So let me come back. Hold on. Why is my screen not coming through? Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm having some pop-ups over here. Things that I do not want to pop up are popping up. Okay. So a lot of people are curious as to how and why CMG is being implicated in this whole trial process. So I took the liberty to break it down for you all of how Yo Gotti may have a potential RICO case before I go into the video, because the video is going to make it make sense. So what I did was my own research. And of course, RICO has been heavily migrating through the entertainment industry for the past 2 years since the YSL debacle, since YFN Lucci. We had Casanova. It's just been running rapid. So what I did was I was like, okay, let me look at what is being presented, and the things that I don't know is not something that I'm going to report on. So Yo Gotti, in my opinion, will not be implicated unless the feds can link CMG to organized criminal activity, potentially using RICO. Because right now, so far, the only person who has been implicated as being the person who is responsible for putting the hit out on young Dolph is JOOK. Now we know JOOK is tied to CMG. We know JOOK was the second in command. We know JOOK was Yo Gotti's brother. We know JOOK and Dolph had beef. We know Dolph disrespected JOOK in the most disrespectful way possible. And it probably hurt his pride. We know they have street beef. So I don't think at this moment, I think it's preliminary and it's too early to say that Yo Gotti can be tied to this regardless of if it's state level or federal level. So when we go to number 2, I just explained JOOK was second in command and was identified by Smith, the defendant who actually shot young Dolph with the Draco, the gun that pretty much did the most damage to Dolph. And I've already explained that he's identified JOOK as the one that had a hit out on young Dolph. He didn't have anybody in mind, y'all. He just put a hit out, said 100K for whoever can go in and unalive young Dolph, allegedly. This is all that is coming out in the trial as of right now. The reason why I brought up RICO is because whenever you are utilizing your business, your enterprise, to conduct criminal activity, you are falling into the lane of being open season for a RICO investigation. So let me tell you why. Because CMG has identified themselves as a legitimate business. And if JOOK used any resource that is tied to CMG to order the hit on young Dolph, which is murder, no way else to slice those apples. if he utilized any resources from CMG and they can link it, that's part of the investigation. Another step is guns were involved. Was money was exchanged. Dolph was murdered. It was planned. It was orchestrated, and it's being linked to the beef of CMG. The reason why I brought that up is because JOOK was named as a person who paid for the hit. Future further tying, maybe tying allegedly CMG to the assassination of Young Dolph. I say that to say, I don't know if the feds are investigating for a RICO. I don't know if it's going to go anywhere. But these are the ways that the feds are going to look to see if CMG is a legitimate record label that is running a criminal enterprise, i.e., utilizing their resources to kill a rival in the music industry, which ultimately unalived him. So when we are looking at those potential reasonings, the feds can go in and review this to see, oh, Cocaine Music Group. Now one of the viewers has said that they have changed it to Collective, which I was going to get into that anyway. It is, if that is the case, they need to dissolve this record label right now. It should have been dissolved back in 2021. Should have been dissolved back in 2022. It should have been dissolved before JOOK got killed, because now it has tainted the whole record label. Let me tell you, it's very suspicious. If they have changed the name, I would say to myself, oh, did y'all have something to hide for y'all to change his name? What was the reason? What was the reason? So Ms. Bonds asks, so that's how the RICOs are coming out like that. If you say you running a business, but you're using doing crimes out of it, then here comes the charges. That's how they are utilizing RICO. So RICO, just to give you just a little overview, the feds implemented or integrated this statute because of gangs. I'm talking about the mob. Because the mob back in the day was utilizing legitimate businesses to commit their crimes, and they was washing their proceeds from their crimes in order to continue their reign as being mobsters. And there was no statute, no criminal code that could really track them. So RICO was literally started off the backs of the mob. And of course, when you start, going after one community, then you're going to combine all communities, all individuals. And this is the best way that they can come after individuals who have legitimate businesses but are utilizing their funds, their resources to commit crimes. Google said, yeah, speaking future checks. Come on, sis. Speak that into existence. Just like, come on, Wiggiana. Let me tell you, girl, I like that name because, baby, I love me a good wig. I love me a good glueless wig and take that thing off. But the reason why we have a comment that says 50 Cent advised. He was right to advise them, y'all, because it's not looking good. It's not looking good. So going back to the formation and how they will look at this in a standpoint of RICO. I pretty much laid it out for you all. Not saying it is going to happen, but if it does spin the block, the block will start here. So In the meantime, make sure y'all are liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel so I can grow it. The Public Opinion Court is here to stay. And this is how we're going to continue with pushing out this content, because I'm going to be reporting on this trial each and every day, because y'all, they got the heavy hitters. They already have Smith on the stand, one of the shooters who has implicated everyone, and he does not have a deal. It's totally different from the YSL shit show that is going on, y'all. It is bad over there. So when you have an individual that is like Smith, a hired hitman, y'all, this man said, I told because my conscience wouldn't let me live like this. It was changed in 2022, so that's suspicious. The name was Cocaine Music Group. Thank you, Miss Bonds. Thank you. Because listen, I didn't know that. I thought they were still going off as Cocaine Music Group. I'm glad that I know now that they're not. And that is one of the ways, because listen, it won't stop you. It won't stop them, because the statute of limitation is still ongoing. I think the feds are waiting for this case to be over so they can get everything that they need to get out. And they're going to move to a possible investigation, or they may have already investigated. Because what y'all don't know is there are conversations that happen before us. The same thing that has happened with Diddy. It's conversations that is happening before us. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring the video to the stage so that you all can see what I saw today.
Like on around here.
Okay. Like what streets did you grow up on?
Off Lamar and Sims.
All right. And you have an attorney in this case, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And is he in the courtroom? Let me get out of your
Yes,
way.
sir.
Okay.
So this is Mr. Smith.
What promises
The gunman with
have I made to you with regard to your testimony today?
No.
Have I told you that you're not going to testify and walk out of here?
Yes, you told me that.
Do you know that you're going to prison?
Yes, sir.
Have I told you that it's very important, though, for you to tell the truth?
Yes,
Have
sir.
I told you it's in your best interest to tell the truth?
Yes, sir.
Are you here to tell the truth?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the day that you were arrested for this case.
It was my daughter's birthday, actually, and I was out. I had took her some cake and ice cream to school for her birthday, and the U.S. Marshals they were trailing me the whole time. I didn't know that they were trailing me because I had saw Govan the day before, and he was telling me that police was on to us or whatever, and he asked me when the last time I spoke to Justin, and he was saying, I was like, it been a minute. So he was like, they just ran in Justin's spot the night before, and he said that they been shooting at him, and that I need to get rid of my phone because they own us. And the next day, I was locked up, like
Police
Police
captured
was on
you?
me.
Police
The next
captured you that day?
The next day.
Did they get your phone that day from you?
They ain't get it from me. I left it with my children's mother. Whatever.
They get your phone from your children's mother?
Yes, sir.
So you didn't throw it away like Govan told you to?
Nah, I ain't throw it away. I gave it to her.
Now, when the police first arrest you, I mean at the very start, do you say, hey, I want to tell you the truth about this whole thing?
No. I ain't never did it.
Okay. Did they interview you right after they arrested you?
Yeah, they interviewed me in Mississippi.
Okay. Did you tell them the truth or the lie?
I told them a lie.
Okay. At some point after you're arrested, did you decide to tell the truth?
Yeah, once I came to my senses and Justin had wrote me a kite. Just
thing. So let me tell you, when you hear another lawyer speak up and object, that means you stop talking. Okay? And you'll be instructed to either move on or to another question. Okay?
And I think so the objection is going to be is hearsay. So let me try to get you. Let's try to back up, okay? So you said after you arrested, you came to your senses. Is
Right.
that correct?
correct.
And you say that Justin, is that the defendant in this case,
Yes, sir.
had written you something that you called
A kite.
okay? Okay. Without saying what was in that kite, and that's a letter, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Without saying in that letter, after you received that letter, did you decide to tell the truth?
Right.
And what did you do once you decided to tell the truth?
I had spoke with my lawyer.
And thereafter, have you met a few times with detectives?
Yes.
And have you met, if we count those 2 minutes right back here, I guess 3 or 4 times with me, is that correct?
Yes.
Would it be fair to say you did that because you realized you had been caught?
Yeah, I've been caught and I got a conscience too. Now they don't know where my senses. Yeah, I got a conscience.
Has the conscience.
I'm going to play a video up here, Cornelius. You can turn a little bit, see it once we start playing.
So you guys, this is a video of
Will be marked as exhibit number 5.
where young Dolph
Stop it right there.
up
All right, guys, what are we looking at?
and
That's the day that we had saw young Dolph and them pulling him
there
with
you have
keys.
it.
All right, so whose car is that?
That's young Dolph's car.
All right, and you say we, who saw this car?
Me and Jessica.
Well, let's back up then and tell me how you know Justin.
Through Govan.
All right, and who is Govan?
And then they Govan Quick. We know him by Quick.
Okay, who is Clint?
Associate.
All right, you say associate. Is he younger or older than you?
Older.
What neighborhood does he hang out in?
Orange Mountain.
Does he live over there?
Yes, sir, he did.
Do you know what street his house is on?
Bradley.
You familiar with that street?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever buy drugs from Mr. Govan?
Yes, I brought ecstasy pills.
Okay, would he sell you ecstasy pills? You ever heard the term like old head?
Nah.
Okay. Would you consider him sort of a older criminal figure in the neighborhood?
Yeah, I call him like a bro.
Okay. Did you have another guy in that neighborhood you used to hang out with too?
Yeah, Big Bobby.
Big Bobby. Is that Bobby Carter?
Bobby Carter, yes, sir.
How often would you be over there on Bradley Street?
I know that's just about every day.
So let me pause it right here just to give y'all an overview of the 3 individuals who are involved. Like I stated, Mr. Smith is Cornelius Smith, the defendant that is on the stand that has decided that he was going to repent and get on the stand and tell his truth about how his involvement came about in this trial, in the murder of young Dolph. As you've heard, there are 3 individuals that have been identified as being in a triangle. You have Quick, whose last name is Govan. You have Justin Johnson, who is on trial, and you have Cornelius Smith. These are the 3 individuals. Now, what has also come out is that when JOOK allegedly put out this hit for young Dolph, there was multiple people that could have participated. He was just waiting on to get the call from somebody that unalived young Dolph. So, in a sense, he put a bounty out. It is alleged that he put a bounty out for the murder of young Dolph. And it was anybody could take it in and go and commit the crime. And he was allegedly going to pay them $100,000. So We have Justin, Govan, and Mr. Smith. The two shooters are Mr. Smith and Mr. Johnson, who's on trial. The reason why this is significant is because you're going to learn that these individuals really didn't have any axe to grind with young Dolph. They were literally looking to make money. This was a business deal for them, which is why I said criminal enterprise. This is a business deal. They are saying they were doing this because it's just business. So what you're going to see within the coming minutes is basically what happens. He's going to add even more details into how this all happened, y'all. It is so sad. It is so sad.
Okay. So this was a hangout area, and you would buy ecstasy from Quet.
Quick.
All right. How is it that you met Justin through Quet?
Oh, just, like being around, basically. Being around.
Would Justin be around Quet too?
Yeah, he'll be around quick.
Do you know why Justin would be around Quet?
They look at each other like brothers, brothers, and then just rap or whatever.
All right. You knew Justin to be a rapper?
Yeah,
Did you know his rap name?
straight drop.
And did you know Quet to be involved in, I guess, the rap business or something?
He called himself.
Okay. What sort of would he call himself as far as being in?
You.
Okay. Do you know who he was trying to get him a deal with?
Oh, big JOOK in him, got in him.
All right. You said Big JOOK, is that correct?
Yeah,
You ever heard of the music label CMG?
yeah,
Is that Big JOOK's?
yeah, big JOOK in him.
And his brother, right?
Yeah,
His brother's Gotti, is that correct?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to pause it again because I want y'all to really digest what you're hearing. So based off of Mr. Smith, he stated that there was a relationship between Justin Govan and JOOK. Govan was trying to get Justin signed to CMG. And there were, I guess, some interactions, some relations to them, working together. So this is the connection between Justin, Govan, CMG at the hands of JOOK. Now, like I said, the disclaimer is I don't know what involvement, if any, Yo Gotti had in anything that transpired. However, his brother has been implicated over and over and over and over and over again. And guess what? They have cell phone records that I'm positive that they're going to introduce because it's alleged that there was some interactions after this happened.
Before this day, which is in November of 2021, about how long had you been knowing Justin?
Oh, 3 months.
A few months. About how many times do you think you'd been around him?
Couple times we went to club together. We've been around each other a couple times.
Okay. And for the record, I know that it's a formality, but for the record, can you point him out in the courtroom and tell me what he's wearing and stuff?
Yeah, the young brother over there with the button-down shirt, blue and white button-down shirt.
If the record could reflect that he's identified the defendant, Mr. Justin Johnson, Your Honor.
Let the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant in court.
So how did you get to be?
Let me pause it right there a little bit. So I want y'all to understand why Mr. Smith is identifying Justin in open court. So one of the elements in any trial, in any criminal case, is you have to ID the individual that is being accused of a crime. So if Mr. Smith had never identified him properly, it still is very circumstantial. So you always have to identify the individual that is being accused if you can put them there. And Mr. Smith is in the best position to put him there.
With Justin Johnson this day on November 17th, 2021.
We knew that, they had heat on Dolph and them head or whatever, so.
Who had a hit on whose head?
Big JOOK had a hit on Dolph head or whatnot, so.
How do you know that Big JOOK had a hit on Dolph's head?
Cause Quit had told me about it, Quit, and you know what I'm CMG and just
How much money was it supposed to be?
100,000 on Dolph.
And had you agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
Had Justin agreed to do this hit?
Yes, sir.
We all going to do it together?
Yeah, they been on it, but
Why is he looking surprised? Why is Justin looking surprised at this point? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why is he looking surprised? Because in my gut is telling me that the reason why he wanted to engage in this hit is because he wanted to get street credibility with CMG so that they can sign him to their label. So this was, in my opinion, a sacrifice in order for Mr. Johnson to get into the record label.
yeah.
Was there any arrangements as far as splitting the money or anything?
Yeah, me and him supposed to be giving Quit 10,000 apiece.
All right, so you and him were going to give Govan 10,000 apiece?
Yeah.
And how much were you going to get?
I was getting 40, he was getting 40.
Okay. Had you spoken with Justin about this?
Y'all, the math ain't math. The math ain't math. And this is why you got to be careful of who you are hiring to kill someone. $100,000, 40, 40, 10 does not equate to $100,000 overall payout. So I'm wondering who else did they have involved to where they got, 10,000 of it, because 90,000, 10,000 is still out there. I don't know if anybody caught that, but I did. I was like, the math ain't mathing.
Yeah, we had been talking about it.
Okay. This was not something that just happened this day, but something that was in the process for weeks?
Yeah,
How did y'all hook up this day, if you remember?
he had pulled up to get me. He came and got me or whatever.
Where did he get you from?
He got me from my father's house.
Where's your father's house?
Out of Lamar Sims.
Orange Mound area?
Yeah.
Had either you called him or he called you or anything like
He
this?
had called me the first time I missed the call. Then he called me back. I answered. He was telling me basically they were pulling up because we already knew what was going on.
When you said you already knew what was going on, you already knew that this was about?
Yeah, because we knew they were doing a turkey drive, so we was actually on our way to Westwood.
Had you and Justin talked about this particular day before?
Like, not the specific day. Like, we just knew that it was turkey drive going every day that week.
Okay. You knew that, is it fair to say that you knew Dolph was involved in these turkey drives this week before Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we didn't know we were going to catch him, but we knew he did his artist. Everybody had a hit on the head. Everybody had a price on the head.
From JOOK?
Everybody had a price on his head. Let that marinate for a little bit, because what I picked up from that is this hit had been put out for some time, and they were literally trying to find somebody to unalive Dolph. And knowing that this man was going to be there, and his artists were going to be there during that entire week, because they were doing Thanksgiving drives, y'all. Thanksgiving turkey drives. And this is a problem. But let's continue.
Yeah, from JOOK.
And that was going to be y'all's business this week?
Yeah, that was our meeting this week.
When he arrived at the house, do you remember what he was driving?
White Mercedes Benz.
Okay, had you seen that car before?
Nah, I ain't never saw that car.
Did you get in the car with him?
Yeah, I got him.
Was there anybody else in the car?
Nah, it was just me and Justin.
Were there any guns in the car?
Yeah, they was on the back seat in the bag.
Do you remember what kind of guns they were?
A Draco, handgun.
Okay. And Draco, Memphis, some type of bigger semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
And then a handgun? Do you remember what you were wearing that day?
I had on some gray sweatpants, some orange and white Jordan 1s, and a blue Gap hoodie.
The blue Gap hoodie?
With a do-rag on.
With the do-rag on. Did y'all have gloves?
I had my own glue.
You had your own gloves?
He had his own glue.
When you got in the car, did you have your gloves on?
Nah, I ain't have the gloves on.
You said Justin had his own gloves?
Yeah, he had his gloves on. Some black gloves.
He had his black gloves on before he picked you up?
Yeah.
Does he get out of his car and pick you up, or do you go up to the car? How's that work?
Nah, I got out the house, came out the house, and got on in the car.
Okay. Off to do the mission.
Yeah, do a mission. Try to catch somebody.
Try to catch one of the rappers
Yeah, one of them.
at the Turkey Drive in.
Let me make this clear. This was not only a orchestrated hit on Dolph, but it's anybody that was tied to paper route. They were going after anybody tied to paper route outside of even including the hit being on Young Dolph. So this was a spree. This wasn't just a one-off. This was a spree, y'all. This was going to get bloody and scary.
That's what.
And Westwood. Yeah.
All right. What happens if y'all get in the car?
Oh, we went back on Bradley Street. He got some out of, I think they were like a,
Yes, he said one of those rappers, which means that anybody, it could have been Key Glock, it could have been anybody tied to paper route, anybody that they caught alone, which that didn't make sense to me, y'all, as much as it doesn't make sense. I'm like, if the hit was out for Dolph, why were y'all trying to add additional bodies to the mix?
expedition truck that he had parked on Bradley Street. And then we took the back street and we was at Lamont Airways. We at the light.
So he picks up, let me get this right. He picks you up in the Mercedes, is that right?
Yeah.
But you go to Bradley Street.
Yeah.
And is there an expedition already there?
Yeah, expedition already there, parked in the yard.
Do you know who parked that expedition there?
I guess he did.
Okay, well, we're not allowed to guess in here.
Well,
Okay. So
I ain't see him parking though.
Okay.
I don't see him.
And what color was it?
White.
A white expedition.
Yeah, white.
Did y'all do anything when y'all went to Bradley Street at that point?
He got something out the truck and then jumped back in the car.
I got you. So he gets out of the Mercedes at Bradley Street, goes into the expedition and gets something,
Yeah.
and comes back.
Come back.
Do you know what he got?
Nah, I don't know.
Are y'all talking at this point?
Nah, we wasn't talking, like, cause he was on the phone at first, then he hung it up, but we wasn't talking about it.
Now, y'all were cool with each other, is that right? You and Justin?
God.
He gets back in the white Mercedes?
Yeah, he get back in the white Mercedes, and we take the back street, I think Gentry and stuff, to, we was at Lamont Airways. We finna get on the expressway, going to the expressway.
Okay. Bradley to Dedrick, is that what you said?
Yeah.
And then y'all are going to get on the expressway?
Yeah, we finna get on the expressway on Airways.
Okay. But and this is Airways that we see.
Yeah, it's Airways.
Okay. What happens once y'all get to Airways?
We at the light. Dolph knew come clean across the light.
How'd y'all know it was Dolph?
Everybody know, how the car is, the armed petite cars and stuff.
Yeah. People in Memphis knew about that rap, right?
Yeah.
That camouflage white and green and blue rap.
Camouflage.
That surprised you? See him like that?
Yeah.
Did you say anything or did Justin say anything?
We was like, there go Dolph right now.
All right. What did y'all do?
We proceeded the trailer. So
y'all are following him on Airways?
Yeah, right over the street.
And you saw the first part of this video, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you see him pull off here to the cookie store?
Yeah, he pulled in the cookie store.
What'd y'all do?
We made the block. He came with the bagway. I jumped out. We started shooting.
All right, well, let's back up here though. We saw him pull off of Airways to here, is that right?
Yeah.
Y'all, can you see my little pointer?
Yeah.
Y'all would be traveling this direction on Airways, is that right? Then did y'all do a crazy U-turn or anything, or what'd y'all do?
Nah, we came with the back street.
Following the clickers is what y'all did?
Yeah.
Okay.
We went to the light, made the loop around.
Did you see him get out of his car like this?
Nah, I ain't seen him get out the car.
So this is basically the last minutes or seconds of Dolph's life. You see that he is now walking into, I think the cookie place name is IMPLICATED. And you see also his brother get out the Corvette and go into IMPLICATED as well. And then now we're about to see what happened. And I want you to pay attention to the Draco in Mr. Smith's hand, and it's just ridiculous. This is also at 12:22 in the afternoon, broad daylight. Some people ain't even brushed their teeth yet or took a bath.
So y'all,
So here they go coming up.
stop it here.
It's me.
Can you stop it? All right. We're gonna back up. I wanted to, back up a little
Do
bit.
y'all see
All right.
how reckless?
First guy out of the car, who's that? That's you?
What he is.
Which one of the guns do you have?
I got the little Draco stairs on.
Okay, that's that semi-automatic weapon, is that right?
Yeah.
You ever shot that thing before?
Nah, I ain't never shot me one of them.
Okay. You can proceed, Iris. That's your Gap hoodie, is that right?
Yeah, it's me.
That's you, who are you shooting at?
They said Dolph was standing right here at this.
Now back it up again,
and,
Miss Iris, if you would.
That's why they're focused on this.
Back it up for Justin getting out of the car.
Part of the cookie shop.
All right, who's the second person here that got out of the driver's side?
It's just
He's got the smaller handgun, is that right?
yeah, bad baseball hat, bad pro baseball hat.
You're firing this crazy thing. What you see? What are you feeling?
I wouldn't feel nothing at the time, but I ain't gonna even let it. I wouldn't feel nothing at the time. I was just, trying to get some money.
Trying to get some money? Bet you probably would have wasted on oxycodone and ecstasy.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times I shot. I was
Trying to get some money. This man lost his life because they were trying to get some money. He didn't feel nothing because he was high. And you're going to find out that they didn't even get the money that they were supposed to get. But we'll leave that for next.
Aiming for Dolph.
I ain't
Was he able to say anything to y'all, or was he able to run or get away at all?
I shot through the glass, so I wasn't close up on him. I was shooting through the glass.
Okay.
I saw him standing by the window. I just got out and started shooting.
All right. Can proceed till Justin shoots. There with the handgun. Who's that?
It's just
All right. You can proceed. All right. You can stop right here. It's Dolph's brother, Marcus. Did you know that he shot back at y'all?
I ain't noticed until we pulled out. There was a bullet hole in my side window. And I told Justin, I'm like, man, I'm hit. He was like, I'm hit too. So I see I'm hit right here on my leg, and I see a bullet hole in my sweater. I said, damn, I'm hit. So we driving out, he was saying he was hit. I'm talking to him, making sure we on wreck, making sure he's straight. I'm like, you alright? He's like, yeah, I'm straight. But the bullet head went in my arm, and it was a bullet in my back.
I'm going to back up. You and Justin here are running to the white Mercedes. Is that right?
Right.
You get in what side of the car?
I get on the passenger side.
And Justin gets back in the driver's side.
Yeah, he get back on the driver's side.
Y'all get in the car. We can watch the rest of the video here. Did y'all see Marcus getting a second gun from his car?
Nah, but when we pulled out and I knew it was shots back, I was finna shoot back, but there were too many cars coming and I didn't just want to hit no anybody, so I ain't shoot back.
Because Marcus was shooting at y'all as y'all were leaving from down here, is that right?
Yeah.
And you would be in the car at this point?
Yeah, we was in the car.
Looking backwards?
Yeah, I was looking back, but we had, like, how we were driving. Like, how he was driving, he was all the way on the other side, but, you know, so I ain't want to just shoot back and hit him.
Say you got shot in the shoulder,
Yeah, I got hit in my shoulder, in my upper arm,
in the upper arm, shoulder area
on my
of
leg.
your right and your leg, and you realized you had been shot once you got in the car.
Yeah, once I got in the car.
Okay, you still have a scar from when you got shot in the arm, is that right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Justin jumped back in the car, you've been hit in the shoulder
On my leg.
and in the leg. Justin may or may not have been hit, but said
Yeah,
something.
got scraped on your back.
Scraped in the back. Alright, what now?
We went back on Bradley Street.
Did y'all go to Bradley Street slow or fast?
Nah, we went back fast.
Okay, fast.
We went back fast. We weren't trying to, get caught. So
Okay.
he gave me the keys to the expedition. So
He
he
gave you
parked the Benz.
Who gave you the keys to the
Justin
expedition?
gave me the keys to the expedition.
Okay.
So I moved the truck out the way, and he pulled the Benz in the yard.
So the expedition, was it parked in the driveway at Bradley?
Yeah, we parked in the driveway.
And he gives you the keys to the expedition?
Yeah,
You get inside to move it?
yeah.
And then where does he put the Mercedes?
He put it like right there, where the expedition in the front yard.
Okay, so the front driveway area
Yeah,
of Bradley, is that right?
right.
What do you do next?
We jumped in the expedition. We was on our way to the gas station with FaceTime JOOK, let them know that was our work.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear what he said? They FaceTime JOOK when they got to their destination to let him know that they were the ones that completed the hit that has been alleged that JOOK put out against young Dolph. I think what's even more sad is that so many people could have alleged that they put out that hit, and the fact that you're calling to confirm that you have unalived someone on FaceTime, how many times do we have to say those phones will get you in trouble? How many times are people going to learn that everything is traceable? So let me finish and then I'll go into today.
Who FaceTime JOOK?
Justin had FaceTime JOOK, spelling out Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that we did it.
And let's back that up. You say, let him know it was y'all's work.
Right.
You said somebody spelled out Dolph. Who spelled out Dolph?
Justin spelled out Dolph.
When you say spelled out Dolph, what do you mean?
Like the sign language.
With
Jailhouse sign language.
like this would be an O?
But nah, yeah, I think I don't know how to do it, but you know, something like that.
Alright, so there was some signing that y'all just took care of Dolph. Who's that? Short call, long call?
It was short.
Did you hear JOOK say anything back?
Yeah, he'll get with us when he get done with the kids, or get up one of them.
He'll get with y'all when? I didn't hear that last part.
Get up, or get up with, finish with the kids, or something like that.
But he was busy with his kids?
Yeah, something like that.
Gotcha, but he would get up with y'all after that? Okay. How are you feeling at this point?
I'm hurt because I was shot.
Where are y'all's guns at this point?
We had them in the backseat of the expedition.
Okay, so y'all brought them with you from the Mercedes to the expedition?
Yeah.
Were y'all still wearing your gloves, do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay. So y'all are in the expedition. The FaceTime call with JOOK has happened. What do y'all do? Where y'all headed? What y'all saying?
We went to the gas station, put some gas in the expedition truck first in the University of Memphis area. Then Justin was trying to find somebody at the house we go, so, we get cleaned up or whatnot.
All right. You needed some medical attention or something.
Yeah, he had called one of his partners. Justin had called one of his partners to bring me a wound kick, bring us a wound kick or whatever.
Do you know who he called?
Nah, I don't know what he called.
Okay. Do you have your phone with you during this?
Nah, my phone, I had left my phone in the bin, in the Mercedes Benz.
All right. So when you got in the Benz from your house, did you have your phone with you?
Yeah, I had my phone. I put it in the glove department.
Okay. When you got out to shoot Dolph like we saw, did you have your phone with you?
Nah, it was in the glove department of the bin.
Okay. Had you put it in the glove compartment so that it wouldn't be on you?
Yeah, I put it in.
But you forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
So when you and Justin in the expedition, you don't have your phone, but he has his.
Yeah.
Is he able to make contact with somebody to figure out how to get stuff or where to go?
Oh, he had called one of his cousins. He said whose house we went over in Whitehaven. So we
When you cleaned it down, was it still in the driveway or was it in the
Nah,
back?
it was in the backyard when I cleaned it down.
So it had already been pushed to the back?
Yeah.
Did you take anything out of the car?
Nah, I ain't taking nothing else.
Wiped it down and left.
Yeah, wipe down it up.
You were describing staying in touch with Justin, is that right?
Yeah.
To your knowledge, was he still in town or out of town?
My knowledge, he was here.
And you had mentioned the money, is that correct?
Yeah.
And he had told you that Jook said it was too hot right now.
Yeah, it was too hot right now.
But were you still interested in your money?
Yeah, I just wanted my money. I did the job, I just wanted my money.
Now, could you have gone to Jook and tried to get your money?
Nah.
Did you know him at all?
Okay. That's where basically the case kind of concludes for the day, with Mr. Smith testifying, implicating everyone. And just to give you a little background, he was not offered any immunity, any deals. In order for him to testify, he said that he was doing it to clear his conscience, and he knows that he's going to prison. So he basically told the jury he's not motivated to get up there and basically lie or plead his case for a lighter sentence. That's not true. That's not true. I'll tell y'all that it's not true. He's using his testimony and coming forward and being truthful to bolster his chances of getting a lighter sentence. We just gonna call a spade a spade. But what I can tell you, because you're probably trying to figure out, how did they find them? Like, how in the heck did they find them? Y'all, when you are using your phone, when you grab your phone and you attach yourself to any kind of network, our phones have identifying factors that hit different towers, and it can automatically be traced back to us. That's why back in the day, the mob and when you look at the paid in fulls, they had the burner phones, they had the flip phones, because you can't trace a burner. So it was very reckless and stupid on their behalf to have their phones that are hitting cell phone towers that are being matched. Also, the vehicle, there are cameras all over the city, so they're identifying this particular vehicle as it's driving. Then when they get cell phone records, they are linking these individuals so that FaceTime call, you cannot delete a FaceTime call, y'all. FaceTime call to JOOK basically put him in to the mix. So now's the time for y'all to ask questions, chime in, what y'all want to talk about. How do y'all feel about this? What are y'all predictions? What do y'all think? So the phone, Tamara, he ended up leaving the phone with his girlfriend. He ended up leaving the phone with his girlfriend, who turned it over. So we don't know what Quick said that he got. He said someone sent him a kite. That's when he decided to talk. A kit. Can we discuss this? I'm not sure what was sent. Like, I want to hear more tomorrow to figure out what it is, because when he was going to talk about it, the defense attorney interrupted him and did a hearsay objection, which was sustained. He left his phone in the car. It's simple. They crashed on me. So I want y'all to take, if you have just joined my channel, make sure you are liking and subscribing to my channel so that I can grow this community, so that I can expand what we are doing with the Public Opinion Court, because this is not the only thing that we're doing, but this is how we are, tracking engagement. So like, subscribe, share, tell your friend to tell a friend to pull up, ask questions. This is your opportunity to do so. So he said someone sent him a letter in jail. Yeah, and that's when the defense attorney objected to hearsay and the judge sustained it. So let me take you back to I don't remember. Did I go live on Instagram, y'all? The Instagram. Oh, I don't know. I be getting sidetracked, y'all. But taking you back to what we literally just walked through. We walked through this is why after 3 months, you decide you want to go commit a crime with somebody. After 3 months, you don't know this man from a can of Jehovah. $3 months, $40,000, and you don't know this man from a can of Jehovah. You kill somebody for money that will burn through your pockets. And what y'all don't know that is going to come out is I think they only got $800. Y'all ain't hear from me. Y'all heard it from the court itself. $800. $800. JOOK played in their face. Let me tell you why. He played in their face because when this happened, I don't think they realized how loved young Dolph was. And I'm going to just say it for myself. I started liking Yo Gotti right before I went to law school, because I like trap music. I'm like, what's gonna get me motivated? What's gonna help me in the gym? What's gonna help me in school? Before him, my favorite rapper was Ludacris. Then I, took a liking to Yo Gotti. But over the years, you start evolving. You're like, this is not really my thing. Then, of course, the beef started happening. When you hear Pride to the Side that Yo Gotti wrote on his debut album was him basically saying that he's putting his pride to the side because his baby mama slept with young Dolph to get revenge against him because they were beefing. Then young Dolph comes out with Play With Yo, where he went at Yo Gotti lineup. Like, that lineup ain't been the same since young Dolph dropped that song, Play With Yo. Then there was an assassination attempt on young Dolph where his Sprinter was shot 100 times. Dolph came back with another diss record. Came at his head again and pushed his lineup back some more. Now we're here. I don't think they anticipated that young Dolph was so loved that he was going to gain the traction that was going to put the heat on CMG. And it put the heat right front and center on CMG. So what JOOK is going to do? Fall back. Because now you put the whole label at risk. Now you put the money at risk. Now you put y'all freedom at risk. So we are here because of a beef that started in the streets and then landed in a bedroom. Then it took it back to the streets to records. I wholeheartedly, in my opinion, feel that Dolph's words and his success bothered JOOK so much that he felt all he could do was unalive this man. Let me see some of the comments so I can answer. But see, here's the thing, because nobody told they dumb butts to go to do this. He didn't talk to them and say, go kill Dolph. They heard it was a hit on his head and they did the dumb stuff. Yeah, so that's pretty much what cartel do. Cartel put hits out on people all the time. And it's the person that brings back the unalived to get paid and to get credibility. JOOK knew exactly what he needed to do. He knew 2021, people were struggling. It's still the middle of pandemic. People were struggling. So of course, 100K, 40,000 tax-free to unalive somebody that I really don't have any feelings towards. I could not believe those fools took that man's life over nothing. $800. They got shot, blood in the car, dumb, didn't burn the car, left the phone in the car, just dumb. On top of it all, didn't get paid. Jealousy, envy, and greed is the root of all evil. Dolph played with words, and those words hurt them so much that unaliving him was their only source of revenge. And that's sad, because I started listening to Dolph about, I want to say 2016, 2017. And I started gravitating towards music that was, whether it was teaching you something or it was growing your mental and stimulating. And I took a liking to Dolph because he stood on business and he was unproblematic to me. I feel like if you feeling froggy, let's take it to the music and leave it there. And the fact that he was giving back so much to his community, what he stood for, had a beautiful family. Those babies lost their father. Lost their father. So yeah, they ain't the cartel. But it gives you that energy when people that don't know anyone and just looking for a payday. Looking for a payday. Yeah, Jacqueline, no side chicks came out. And I love that. Like a beautiful Black family raising beautiful kids to be respectful. And they took this man from his children. And they still here after taking someone from their family. So when you go back and you look at the grand scheme of this, and this is just the start. We are just on day one of this trial. It's more to come. More to come. Only person that did not take a plea or accept a plea is Justin. That's the reason why he's on trial. So I'm curious to see what Dolph was problematic. I didn't say he wasn't problematic. What I said, Ms. Buns, I said that his words in a lyric should not have invoked an emotion for them to feel like they needed to off him. A diss song should not ruffle your blood pressure that much to where you got to off somebody. Because truth be told, you can say whatever you want about a person, but unaliving them is never okay. Dolph struck a nerve and played with you in 100 shots, and he kept striking a nerve because he became successful over and over and over again. This man was on the brink, just like Nip was on the brink of being a big, major, mainstream artist and worked from the ground up, independent. So I'm not saying that he's not conduit to that. I just said that based off of lyrics alone, that should not have invoked the unaliving him. I love Dolph, but he was talking crazy about JOOK. JOOK felt disrespected. If we talking streetwise, it's messed up overall because they both gone. JOOK was making too much money and to even care. That's the main thing that I'm saying, y'all. It shouldn't have never gotten to that point. Oh, how many times we got to say what our elders used to say all the time? Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words should never hurt you. If I got to take it back there, sticks and stones will break your bones, but words, what the hell is words? You out here living a life of luxury. You're not in poverty. You get to go and travel the world, see the world, do things that you never wanted, you never thought that you would be capable of doing. And you worried about another man's lyrics? Oh, that's some insecurity. That's some weak man. That's a weak man. That's a weak man. He played into it too, but this was a street beef. It wasn't just about the music when they started shooting. It's no longer rap beef. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, Ms. Buns, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing at all. But how do you think that you're going to kill one of the mainstream rappers and not get caught? How do you think that is not going to come back to you? That's the domino effect that I'm just like, that's just the dumbest process of whatever they went through. You can't just run your mouth like that. He wanted to be in the streets still. No, I don't think he wanted to be in the streets. I think what we have to understand is, yes, we are a product of our environment, but we're not going to sit here and act like that young Dolph wasn't evolving. We're not going to do that. But they do. Y'all talking about street dudes, not choir boys. I'm just saying he wasn't innocent. Ms. Buns, what have I said that has disagreed with anything that you said? What have I said that has disagreed? With Big JOOK being dead, how can they go after anyone? Death does not end a case. Especially, I mean, it end a case for him, but it doesn't end a case for a company. That's why I'm saying, that's why I went over RICO, because if at any moment they can tie this murder to any activities of a business, i.e. CMG, and tie the money that was paid to the individuals, even though it wasn't the amount that they were supposed to get, if they can tie it to it, the case can still go on because they have other people that own that record label at the time, not just JOOK. So it can still go on, and they can go after the enterprise itself. And guess what? when you file that paperwork of ownership and you do your operating agreement and identify who the owners are, guess what? They all up for grabs. This would definitely hurt Gotti. He may lose Gorilla and other artists. Angela Simmons got her hands full. So let me go into that. Because when we're talking about, because this is the same thing that happened with Diddy, y'all. The same thing that happened with Diddy. How he lost out on deals. Because there is a morality clause in contracts, especially in entertainment contracts, that says, basically, if you do anything to disparage the reputation that could affect my business, I can end this agreement with just letting you know, or I could just walk away. So these artists that are tied to CMG, if they want to, because this can affect their reputation, they have, if their morality clause is in their contract, guess what? They have the ability to say, up, deuces. They're going to play that Chris. Now, why would they do that? They're going to play that Chris Brown song and say deuces. Because they can look at JOOK phone records still right, see if that FaceTime call was made. They already got it. That's the thing. If JOOK did not get killed, I wholeheartedly believe that they were going to indict him. I wholeheartedly believe they were going to indict him. But eye for an eye, karma for karma. Unfortunately, and the sad part is that his mama, they almost got his mama. Now, where does the beef gotta end? You almost unalive somebody's mama in the mix of all of this. It's just getting to the point of where words should not invoke death. Hold on, let me see how much battery I got. I got 20%, but we're gonna rock this thing out with this 20%. So who could kill JOOK? Dolph people, I'm sure. Like I said, these are not choir boys. Y'all, Miss Buns, where you from? Where you from? Because we know these not choir boys. And I'm pretty sure somebody from the love of the other was the ones that was responsible. Who knows? This man, JOOK, had other enemies too, allegedly. He was not wanted in Memphis. Allegedly, he got the hell out of Memphis after unaliving Dolph because it wasn't safe. I'm just saying. What y'all think? Oh, Miss Simon, go to law school, sis. We need more of you. Go to law school. Take your passion and turn it into your purpose. So, what else y'all? What other questions y'all got? Because this trial is going to be going on for more than a week. I anticipate about 3 weeks, if not sooner, because I don't think they need to prove too much. This is not YSL. I don't think they got to prove too much. Oh. They said JOOK was unalive because of the money he didn't pay. I don't know how true that is because the people who he didn't pay was in jail. And they couldn't pay nobody. They couldn't pay nobody. How did the mom almost get killed and when? So at the funeral of their uncle, that's the repast is where he got killed, and the mom was in the vicinity and could have got unalived as well. I'm just engaging in conversation with you to help with combo. I appreciate you, Miss Buns. Listen, you can talk all you want to. I appreciate it. And I have a good girlfriend that's from St. Louis. Baby, I wanted some sweetie pies so bad, but y'all ain't got sweetie pies no more. Talk about the full circle moment, if so. Yeah, talk about it. Like I said, this trial is going to be going on for some time now. I'm going to be breaking it down. Make sure you hit the like button and the subscribe button, because this is how y'all going to get notifications for me to schedule these lives so that I can break these things down. Not only this, but the Diddy situation, the YSL shit show that is still going on, and yeah, any other breaking news, like T.I. and them just won their infringement case that they got awarded over $71 million. So this is what the public opinion court is. It's for individuals like Miss Buns, who has been engaging this entire time, which I appreciate. We want to have this grow this community so that y'all can ask the questions. It can be broken down with an unbiased view and with no feelings involved, but to give you the facts, to give you another ways to think about things that when it comes to the media is automatically going to be convoluted. So I like to take the personal out and stick straight to the facts, give it to y'all, let us engage, let's talk about it, let's do what it needs to be done, say what needs to be said. And you see how we've been respectful. You see why we've been, it's a community of like-minded individuals that just want to know what the truth is. So I appreciate y'all for joining me on this live. It is going to stay up. Like I said, please like, subscribe, share, and we are going to continue to engage. Even share this video with your with the people so that they can see what y'all saw today. But I appreciate y'all for joining. My many more videos to come on the public opinion court, and make sure you're following me on Instagram at Lawyer Bay ESQ. Again, like, subscribe, share, because that's how I'm going to get my engagement. But y'all have a beautiful Monday night, and I'm sure I will be back here tomorrow. Or if you want to know what is going on, check my stories, check my Instagram where I'm going to be posting when I'm going live. So y'all have a beautiful night.